I am so fed up with this new generation of men. They literally don't want to get you no flowers. They don't want to take you on no dates. All they want to do is ask you what you doing all day long and tell you lies. Like, I'm over it.
Once again, I don't get mad. I don't get mad. I lose interest. I literally lose interest. Okay? Like, it's hilarious to me when guys are always like, oh my God, are you mad? Babe, I'm less interested. Like, I'm not mad. Why would I be mad? You're the loser. Like, you're the one who's being a weirdo. Why would I be mad? I know you're used to it. This is the thing. They're used to girls getting mad, right? Starting an argument, starting a fight. Baby, that's not me. Like, that's literally not me. I clock it and I'm like, ooh, less interested, you know?
Period. She says she clock it. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, in this long overdue topic, we're just going to get into a rant of why we're tired of men, what we hate about them. We're done with the whole dating process. It's too much. It's too stressful. Let's get into some rants.
Men will literally treat you like shit and be like, I can't believe you told everyone I treated you like shit.
I'm so fucking tired of being disappointed by men. I'm so fucking tired of getting hurt. I'm so fucking tired of men lying and then calling it honesty. I'm so tired of men pretending like they want to be in a relationship with you and literally pretend and act like they are in a relationship with you just for them to turn around weeks later and say they don't want a relationship with you. So what the fuck were you doing the entire time? Were we playing pretend? How old are we? I thought we stopped playing pretend when we turned like 9. Why are we still doing it? Why are you a little boy in a man's body? Why have you not matured yet? Why do I have to be disappointed and feel like a fool every fucking time? I'm so tired, because from what I've also learned about guys is that they know right away. They know pretty early on if they see it with you or they don't, and they're not going to waste their fucking time if they don't see it, right? And I'm not talking about like just keeping you around, kind of breadcrumbing you just to like be able to get into your pants so that, you know, you go out on a night out so that they can text you at 2 a.m. and you come over. I'm just saying, like, I've gone through enough, I've been through enough that like I know the difference. I can usually spot the difference. I'm talking about guys that are coming over, cooking me dinner, hanging out multiple times a week, going on dates, paying for things. I'm meeting their friends, they're meeting my friends. Like, very much dating, right? So you can do all of the long-term relationshipy things with me, but then turn around and say you don't see the long-term relationship with me. Everyone's like, oh my God, Lindsay, how do you deal with heartache? How do you deal with like getting rejected and getting your feelings hurt? I like don't handle it well, but the more it happens, the better I become at just like fucking letting it go. I used to always turn it around and be like, okay, well, what happened? And why me? And what did I do wrong? And why didn't he like me? Now, there's no rhyme or reason. I've literally learned that it is nothing to do with me. And that's not to say I'm perfect. That's not to say that, like, you know, everyone has to like me. But it doesn't matter, honestly, what they tell me. It doesn't make it any better. So asking them, like, what went wrong, save yourself the fucking time. Save yourself the text message. Save yourself. They're gonna lie. You're never gonna get the real truth. Sucks to get excited about someone and to really put your time and energy and for it to be reciprocated and for it to be going well and then for it to be taken away from you without you understanding and without getting any type of like good reason. Because most likely it has nothing to do with you.
It got worse.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's about to get worse off.
Going back to the girl in the car, she's absolutely right. These men will literally go out of their way to bother you. You weren't paying them any attention, to convince you to date them, paint you this picture just to have you believe it and snatch the rug from underneath you. They want to watch your reaction. They want to see you squirm, just like they do with like little bugs and stuff. They don't just kill them. They take them and, you know, pull one leg off or spray something random on it just to see that reaction. That same part of their brain, that's what they're using on women that they date. And honestly, this is why a lot of the times when we introduce men to our dads and our brothers, they don't like them because they already see it. We just don't see it.
Self-aware enough to realize that this is definitely a trauma response, but I am just so over men at this point that, like, even when I meet a really cool guy, I'm just pretty indifferent and I'm like, okay, here we go again.
This is why I hate men, right? I have a list of fucking reasons, actually. This is just one of the top reasons. I need you. I love you. Meh. But I can't be a man for you right now, so I need you to, like, stay around, but, like, as, like, just so I can have a leash on you, right? But I'm gonna treat you like fucking garbage. But I still need you, and I still love you, and you're still the only girl that matters to me.
fucking shit, scrolling through fucking Instagram, liked by so-and-so and others. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Men are so fucking stupid. Like, you whore. I see you liking her ass pics. I see that. But if I posted pictures like that in our relationship, I would be the whore. Now here you are. Mind you, you did this during our relationship too. You would still do this fucking shit. But you need me. And you love me. But I'm gonna go like this bitch's ass pics. Make it make sense. Dude, this is why I'm so fucked up in the head.
Okay, so listen, if a man lets you down, disappoints you, does the usual shenanigan that he does, what you're going to do, and this works, trust me, this works, because I know what you usually do, is write him a paragraph, write him a sentence, write him a soliloquy, a monologue about why he shouldn't do that to you and you're worth more and you're about going to leave him if he does it one more time, but he's going to do it one more time. So what you're going to do instead, baby girl, instead of writing to him, nagging him, berating him, what you're going to do is take percentages of your attention away. Because believe it or not, but let me tell you the truth, even you berating him and nagging him is very, very annoying, and it's irritating. It's not what he wants, but it's still a form of attention. I don't know why, I don't know how come, but I'll tell you this way. If he irritates you and does something undignified, undeserving, and disgusting towards you, well, if he does something disgusting, then put him in the bin where he belongs for the trash raccoon that he is. But if he does something again that annoys you, you're going to take away attention. Of attention are going to go lower and lower and lower. Minor discretion, just 10%. Suddenly you're not really replying to messages. You've told him many times, don't you worry that you didn't like that thing he did. But now he keeps doing it. He's going to get us.
I think that's too generous. There's no reason for you to be giving somebody 4 chances to do one thing right for you when you're not even in a relationship. Like, I just cut them off. I don't have time. Like, I gave somebody my number Saturday. I blocked them Friday. You have 1 week to make plans with me or set up a date for me, okay? If you want to be with me and date me and all this extra, then you need to put action towards it, because I'm not going. Listen, if I want to hear a podcast, if I want to hear a story, I will play something from my phone. I don't need you to sit here and lie to me or gas me up or just, waste storage in my phone. If you're serious about me, you're going to do it. I'm not going to ask you to take me out. I'm not going to suggest. I'm not going to hint. I'm not doing none of that. I'm just going to block you. Okay. And whenever you think it's my turn to play in the game and you want to put me in off the roster, then you'll realize that you've been blocked. I don't have time to play that game. I think that's a poor man's game, because any man with assets and goals and ambition is not going to invest time on misleading someone to La La Land. It's crazy.
A lot of men in this generation talk about wanting a woman who brings something to the table. But when they find a woman who is actually independent, they feel like, oh, she's masculine. She don't need me for anything. But the minute that woman tries to depend on him, either he don't got it or he can't match the type of lifestyle that she's used to. So they get mad at you for being independent and having things together to the point where they can't keep up with you. But they will also get mad at you if you depend on them and you don't have the same amount of money as them. They start to look at you like, oh, well, what you bring to the table? I can't date no woman who ain't got an income and who can't go 50-50 with me. Make up your mind, sir. And I'm starting to realize that this issue is not a woman issue. It's the issue of ego, because it's like you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. It's a double conundrum. If I'm independent, I'm making too much money, or I can't afford that woman, she's too high maintenance, or nah, she ain't her masculine. And if I'm too dependent on my man, nah, I need a woman that brings something to the table. Baby, you're the problem.
What's that called when you lose interest in men, but like you're not a lesbian either? Like, I had an epiphany today. Like, I'm done. I'm retiring. Like, I am not up for grabs anymore. Like, literally, no one's fucking with me anymore. No one. I'm not spending any time with anybody. I literally am hanging out with my girlfriends, my cat, and working my fucking ass off. That's it. Like, don't even come near me. Don't even start. Don't slide in my DMs. Don't fucking like my photo. Don't do anything. Literally leave me the fuck alone.
I think the funniest thing about men is that when you leave them alone, they always think it's because you found another man. When really it's because I got tired of you, honey. I got sick of you. I don't like you. I got fed up with you. I'm done with you. What a lot of you men don't realize is we don't leave you for another man. We leave you for ourselves. We are a better choice for us than you. And I'm not really surprised that y'all don't understand that. You don't understand it because when y'all leave a woman, it's for another woman. You don't leave a woman to work on yourself and go to therapy or go to the gym or whatever the fuck you have to do to heal. No, it's always another woman. It's always another woman in your inbox. Always another woman on the sidelines. Always another woman that you are putting on layaway. And so you think that we are doing the same thing. No. Y'all are insufferable, exhausting to deal with. Why the fuck would I leave you to deal with another one of you?
And just a fun fact, the happiest population of people are married men and single women. That means in order for a man to be at his happiest, he needs to be attached to a woman the best he can. And for a woman to be her happiest, it seems like she's detached from men the best that she can in order to be happy. So obviously, these men don't think you're leaving them to be by yourself because they can't fathom finding joy being by themselves. Like, I hate when I'm just doing my own thing and a man approaches me. He's like, "Oh, are you single?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Wow, why are you single? How long have you been single? Like, how do you feel about that?" And I'm like, "No, I'm happy. Like, I'm fine. You don't get lonely sometimes?" And then I quickly flip the question, "Are you lonely? Is that why you're asking? You get lonely sometimes?" Hmm. Well, that would perfectly explain the reason why y'all choose to waste time with different women because you don't want to be alone. So that's why you have a backup for your backup, just in case your other backup finds someone else. You still want to have someone to call. If we go through another pandemic, quarantine, if the power's out, if we're all snowed in, you still want to have a warm body to lay up next to, no matter who it is, because you're that scared of being with yourself. Moving on.
Sorry, no one understands how tired I am of men. A man could tell me that the sky is blue. I need to go outside and check myself. I'm sorry, I just don't believe. I don't believe anymore. Because let me tell you one thing that men will do. Men will lie. And men will lie hard. Honestly speaking, believe a man at your own risk. Believe him at your own risk. I'm sorry, but unless God directly tells me this brother is for you, I'm not listening. I don't want to hear it no more.
Hey, so I was wondering if... No, you can't hit, and I'm not going to your house.
I'm gonna tell you the reason why I dropped out of the dating pool, and I hope this encourages people that are going through the same issues to do the same. Every single guy that I have talked to or tried to talk to, whether it was on a dating app, whether it was IRL, like, they're all the same. I'm sorry. That's just, like, what I'm gonna say. I feel like a majority of guys have this intrinsic nature to just, like, lie or cheat or just anything out of their will because they just don't like loyalty. And so they'll, like, lie to a girl to try to get in her pants. And the amount of times, like, I have talked to people with good intentions and told them my intentions, and they will try and lie and align it with their own just so they can win you over. I'm honestly just done. Like, you would think there's so many single men in the world, like, it should be so easy to find someone who wants a loving relationship because a lot of men say that they want that. But it's just the way that they go about it and the encounters that I've had enough to, like, literally quit. I am done.
Right? I am convinced that some of these men, they just say keywords just to try to figure out what the true password to your panties is going to be. You know how, like, you go to a lockbox, you don't know the password, you got to sit there and figure it out. I'm convinced they'll just sit in front of women and list off words just to see her reaction or to soften her up. Like, "Oh, I'm looking for a wife." Right? Looking in her eyes, like, what's the reaction? "Oh, I'm a provider man," looking for a reaction. "Oh, you're beautiful. I never met anyone like you before." I'm an alpha male, just saying all these things. "I want to travel with you." "Oh, I make six figures," like just dropping these trigger words just to see if they can find the right Rubik's Cube pattern to you. And I think that whole idea in itself is a game and a rush for them. And that's what a lot of them are there for. And honestly, I don't think they've even thought it through long enough to put it to words like I just did.
After another man wasted my time during a talking stage, I honestly don't know if I want to do it anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. I give up. I'm not doing another talking stage. I am done dating. That's why I don't be telling my mom or my friends anymore about any of these little situations, because it's like I could go on a couple dates and then they could ask me about it the next week and I'll be like, who? Oh yeah, we stopped talking already. Like, no, that was a doozy. A doozy. It's really not easy out here because you will go on a date with a guy and maybe it'll go great. Maybe the second date will go great. But then by the third date, he'll either say something or stop trying to take you out, give you sketchy vibes. I am good on all that. Thank you very much. Next. I literally have a picture of exactly what I want, the exact kind of man I want. It has nothing to do with what he looks like. I could literally transfer, like Build-A-Bear, the little qualities that I want in a man and put it in literally anyone, and I would probably fall in love with them. Why we just have to keep trying. I mean, literally by like the 500th guy, and I will be waiting until that. Otherwise, I will be alone, happily alone.
I'm sorry, but Gen Z men are gonna die alone. I was texting this guy and I was telling him like music is one of the most important things to me, and so he asked me what my favorite song was and I sent it to him and he was like, oh, I didn't like it, I could barely get through the first minute, I had to turn it off. Thanks, you're blocked now. The fuck? Like, y'all do not know how to speak to women. Why would you say that? And I know y'all's dads and y'all granddads were some dogs, but they knew how to speak to women. They knew how to talk to them. They were liars and cheaters, but clearly they knew what the fuck they were doing because they had like 5 different families. Y'all need to do some consulting because y'all not getting bitches this way. I'm sorry.
He's literally on his way up here and I have like a few minutes, but I wanted to make sure I recorded this just in case, we get married because I really like him. But yeah, so I don't know what tonight's gonna be like and I'm excited to see what he plans on doing tonight. So he ended up telling me that he wasn't ready for anything serious and that I deserve better, and that's how the night ended. Just an update.
If you're single and sort of becoming like a little frustrated, disenchanted with the whole dating scene, just remember that you probably will meet someone soon who will give you everything you want, make you feel amazing for like 2-3 weeks, then start to make you feel like you're going fully crazy, probably ghost you.
You know what really annoys me? Like, what really just fucking like, oh, I just find it so frustrating. I'm not gonna pussyfoot. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna tell it like it is. It's when men...
I don't know about y'all, but this is the most uninterested I've ever been in men, ever. Like, they literally all are the same. They have nothing to offer but a headache, an absolute headache. Everybody think they love Dirk and Baby, but don't got Dirk and Baby money. Like, it really kills me. I can do bad by myself. I don't need no man to come over here and give me no headache. If you can't come over here and change my life, like a whole 360, then baby, we don't have shit to talk about. I'm busy.
And I'm convinced that like men just have this thing where they want to change your mind. Like they want to make that circle fit in that square so bad. And so if you meet a man and you're like, oh no, I'm not interested in dating. No, I'm fine single. They're like, why? What's wrong? Something in them makes you a challenge. Now they just want you, even if they don't want you. They want you to want them long enough for you to realize when you said you don't want a relationship, you were lying. You were bluffing. He called your bluff, snatched the rug from under you, and now the circus has left town. He's on the Greyhound somewhere, about to go mess somebody else's life up. So if you're single, be happy about it.
I no contact with men for the next 6 months. I do not want to date at all. I'm not giving out my number. I'm not going on no dates. I don't want to get to know anyone. I'm not responding to no DMs. Bitch, if a nigga want to kidnap me for not giving him my number, take me. Okay? Like, I have never been the type of girl to do too much. Like, I ain't never touched no nigga clothes. I ain't never touched a nigga shoes. I ain't touched a nigga car. Like, nothing like that. But I really feel like the next nigga that play with me, bitch, I'm gonna do you something. So, to keep confusion down, bitch, what is this? November, December, January, February, March. Bitch, until May, don't contact me.
If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you feel better going through this rant and this venting session, because honestly, we're all going through the same thing. Like, all the young people that's getting married and on Instagram trying so hard to have people believe that they're happy, you already know what their husband got going on. And when they get comfortable, they get worse. Ooh, I'm gonna do a video. My next video, I'm gonna do a video not to get too comfortable. Do not get too comfortable, because that's when they really snatch the rug. Have you ever seen somebody purposely knock over a house of cards? That's what a lot of y'all relationships are. Like, these young people that can't wait to like live the life of a 40-year-old when they're like 23. I'm gonna get on that next. But let me know down in the comments what y'all thought about this video. I'll see y'all in the next one.